Students known as English language learners have diverse languages, cultures, and backgrounds. They also have different levels of ability to communicate in English. Their families may come from different countries or they may be from the United States. Students identified as English language learners are students who need support in the English language to help them be successful in school and beyond. At school, English language learners, like all other students, must learn grade level knowledge and skills. For example, they study mathematics, science, social studies, and language arts. English language learners also have the right to learn grade level knowledge and skills in classes they may have on technology and computers, physical education, music, art, or others. What makes these students unique is that they need additional support to learn the English they need to be successful in school. So they must learn the knowledge and skills for students in their grade level, and they also have to learn the language. Let's talk a bit about language. Students use language in a variety of ways. For example, students communicate with their friends and families, they send each other notes or text messages, and they listen to music and use technology. We call this type of language social language. In other words, social language is everyday language that students use. At school, there's a different kind of social language, which we at WIDA refer to as social instructional language. Social and instructional language is similar to social language because it is the everyday language students use to talk about school-related topics. Examples of social and instructional language include listening to instructions from the teachers, asking questions when they need help, talking to their classmates about homework and projects, or using language throughout the school day to talk about things related to school activities. Another type of language used in school is academic language. This type of language is very important for students to learn and use because it will help them be successful in school and beyond. Academic language is the language students need to be able to communicate information, ideas, and concepts necessary for academic success. Students are expected to use academic language for a variety of purposes throughout the school day. For example, students may have to discuss a story they read in class, explain how to solve math problems, argue in favor or against a social issue, or recount the results of a science experiment. When students use language to discuss, explain, argue, or recount, they are communicating in specific ways and for specific purposes. This means that the language they use in school may look and sound very different than the everyday language they use to communicate with their friends and family. Therefore, it is important for students to be able to process academic language throughout listening and reading. In other words, students need to be able to understand the language they hear and the language they read in order to successfully participate and learn in school. And they must also be able to produce academic language throughout speaking and writing. In other words, students need to be able to communicate orally and in writing. English language learners need support or help in developing the ability to process and produce academic language in English so that they can use the language for academic purposes in school. So, what does it mean to be an English language learner? Students identified as English language learners come from diverse language and cultural backgrounds and need extra support or help in developing the academic language in English needed to be successful in school and beyond.